C clauses are really useful in French. We use them to express hypotheses, conditions, consequences. They are really something that you need when you write or when you speak about ideas. It's extremely useful and it helps expressing yourself, making your ideas clear if you like. Now this is also a great way to show an assessor, for example, that you know a range of tenses, because what's going to happen with C clauses is that we are going to use several tenses. So that means that you need to know these tenses really well. So we are talking about the présent, le futur, le conditionnel, l'imparfait, le plus que parfait, l'impératif et le conditionnel passé. Ouf. So exactly what is the C clause now? So it describes what will happen if a condition is fulfilled. So we could write it like this. If A, then B. If we've got A, then we have B. So if A would be considered as the C clause and B as the main clause. Now what's going to happen is that the tense in one clause will determine the tense that we use in the other clause, as well as the meaning that we want to convey. So some examples in English, because the great news for you is that it works in English in the same way as it does in French. So if you are late, you will miss the train. If I had money, I would travel. If we had been sick, we would have gone to the hospital. So we can translate these examples into French because, as I told you, it works in the same way. So for the first example, si tu es en retard, tu manqueras le train. Now, with this combination, it is seen as possible. Now the second example, si j'avais de l'argent, je voyagerais. This one implies that it is less possible, or that we think it is impossible. And the last one, si nous avions été malades, nous serions allés à l'hôpital. Okay? So this one is in the past, okay? The first two examples talk about something that might happen in the future, or that could happen in the future, whereas the last one is in the past, it's finished. So what exactly is the rule now? Well, let's look at the first example. Si tu es en retard, tu manqueras le train. Clearly, in the first part, in the C clause, we've got the present tense, tu es. And in the main clause, tu manqueras le train, that's the future. So this is the first pair of tenses, the way that they work, present and future. In our second example, si j'avais de l'argent, je voyagerais. In the C clause, we've got the imparfait, and in the main clause, we've got the conditional. So imparfait, conditional. And the last example, si nous avions été malades, nous serions allés à l'hôpital. In the C clause, si nous avions été, that's the plus que parfait. Et nous serions allés, that's the conditionnel passé. Now, you can't change the tenses in the clauses, but you can change the order of the clauses if you like. So let's look at the first example. Si tu es en retard, tu manqueras le train. If I want to, I can say tu manqueras le train si tu es en retard. I could say si j'avais de l'argent, je voyagerais, and swap it around into je voyagerais si j'avais de l'argent. You can swap the clauses, but the tenses, you must respect the pairing of the tenses if you like. Now, it's not that simple. So with the present, we've got another option. We can have the present in the C clause and the present in the main clause. And if we do this, we are going to express a general rule. S'il pleut, nous lisons à la maison. So in general, if it rains, what we do is that we stay home and read. That's what we do in general. So here we've got, as you can see, present, followed by the present. Another option that we have with the present is that the C clause is in the present and the main clause is in the imperative form. So here what we're saying is that if A, then you have to do B. That's like giving an order to someone. So an example, si je suis en retard, commence le repas sans moi. If I'm late, start eating without me. You can see that the first part is in the present, clearly, and commence, the verb that is in the main clause, A, does not have a subject, and secondly, despite the fact that I'm talking to tu, I've removed the S, so clearly this is the imperative, so present and imperative. Now you may think that a lot of sentences starting with C are C sentences, but that's not true. So some things that look like C sentences, but that are not. Si on faisait des crêpes. This means what about making crepes? So in other words, I'm suggesting something here. So si followed by the verb in imparfait is actually how we suggest something in French, suggesting a possibility. We also have this. Tu ne sais pas nager. Si je sais nager. When a statement is in the negative form or a question is in the negative form but your answer is actually yes, in French you don't say oui, you say si. So you're insisting on the fact that it is actually yes. So this is not a si sentence. And the last thing, il me demande si je vais venir. That's not a si sentence, this is reported speech. D'accord? So si sentences are very useful. They are great for VC. Try to put them into your writing. Try to use them during the role if you can. It comes with a lot of practice, and it also really means that you need to know your tenses really well.